Hello, welcome to Dragon Age episode 13, I think. We are back!
I wish I could breathe fire. I don't know, it just feels like the kind of thing that could be useful, you know?
Sometimes it helps to burn through stuff.
I wonder if we could make it go further or hotter. How long can you hold your breath?
Not long. Healers say it's because breathing fire hurts my lungs.
Oh, never mind then.
Hey, Rook. Looking for something?
I really like Harding's outfit, the wooden shoes are so silly. She's also floating. They look like the most uncomfortable things ever. She doesn't have socks. My biggest problem with this game. Now there's a recommended level. Would you look at that? Bruh. Right, let's find the Emmrich guy. Just listen to these voices.
Untold years asleep, only to see our sanctums defiled. Even Arlathan is trampled by cast-offs and mortals. We must secure the Alluvians.
We shall. The Ontom are uneasy in the crossroads, but they know their duty.
If they fail, give the best preserve to me for improvement.
Dead on, Tom. We're already on it. So, Tosh, Lords of Fortune. You're treasure hunters, right?
Yep.
And that includes ruins? Elven ruins?
Yep.
I see. Okay. Sure.
Okay.
This is basically what I imagine it would look like. A very tall tower with skulls everywhere.
This is it. But no sign of the professor. I hope he's here and that he doesn't mind us disturbing him. He is a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh!
Visitors! What a marvelous surprise! Any trouble with the lift? Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh. Professor Emmrich Volkaren of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met. Well, in person, but I've been writing to you.
Belara, my dear girl, what a pleasure. Surely you didn't come all this way just to see me.
Actually, we did. You see, we need a Fade expert.
His hand is purple.
I'm Rook.
Charmed.
I didn't expect such a warm welcome, considering.
Please, don't be put off. The workforce is perfectly harmless.
I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to some small business here. I must investigate. Would you two mind accompanying me further into the shrouded halls?
Toward that screaming?
Something's gone awry in this part of the necropolis, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
Oh, wow. I've never seen anything like this. Something weird up ahead.
Strange. These halls should be under the protection of the bell.
Is that a despair demon?
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded halls at all.
Take your word for it.
We've company. Careful, Rook! It singled you out!
What? Where did it go?
Discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the way, Professor.
Oh, I didn't take any damage. Cool. Yeah, big tower.
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves depending on their condition.
Alright.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
There's no reaching these. They're mindless.
What does that mean?
I'm afraid sometimes the weaker dead work themselves into frenzies. Poor things. I must free that bell.
Need some help?
Thank you. The star, the bell, can banish these despair spirits if we unchain it. We'll need a wisp to unseal the doors leading out. Could you please find one and bring it here?
Okay. How?
Give your greetings, and the wisp will follow.
Okay, so I should have learned this with him, because I've already done that. Like multiple times.
Hello.
Wisps are the simplest of spirits, but quite helpful. Bring the wisp here, and we can unseal the doors.
Doors open. Where to now?
This should lead us to the upper chambers, where we can free the bell. There's someone I'd like to consult with on the way.
I hope we can help here, Professor.
You already have, Belara, and it's just Emmrich. Please.
Great, Professor.
I assume your visit has to do with recent events you've sensed in the Fae?
Oh, just a little.
End them! Quickly!
We did it.
Lost wedding ring. Is that a part of a quest, maybe? I don't want to sell that.
This magic, it drains everything around it.
Echoes of the despair spirits, misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter.
Okay.
This is locked too. And I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid. They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
Those wisps,
Strange. This door shouldn't be here.
shouldn't it?
The necropolis rearranges itself every so often.
No, time is running out. Okay.
Here's our second wisp.
These are way different than some of the wisps in Arlethan.
I should like to meet some one day.
I don't know, Professor. Your wisps seem less, dangerous.
Well done. Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bell. Despair is far more pervasive than I'd thought. We must stop who's ever drawing these spirits here, Rook.
You think a person's behind all the despair demons?
Oh yes. Mortals are their prime attraction.
Oh.
Careful ahead.
Attack from afar!
No! No!
Ah, nicely done.
Couldn't do jump.
Ranged!
Come on.
We're being fired upon. Strike them now.
We're getting good at this.
How do we get rid of all these despair demons?
Their source is near the bell you saw earlier. Ringing it will banish them, but we must find who lured them there in the first place. Tell me, Rook, where are you from?
I trained with the wardens in the Underfells.
Home to the fortress of Weishaupt. I've heard stories. You must tell me about your journeys once we're above ground.
He's nice. I like nice characters.
Ah, here we are. This is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
But how?
You must open yourself to possibilities while in the necropolis. Would you mind lighting those braziers, Rook? This should unseal our final pass to the bell. It's best we unchain it quickly.
What's it do exactly?
The sunken star will drive away despair. Any malicious spirit that hears the tolling of the bell will be banished to the Fane.
Oh, that'd be helpful in Arlethan, but I bet it only works here, doesn't it?
Quite correct. The bell would be inert outside the necropolis.
Still, I bet the principles could be replicated.
Excellent. Approach the body and we'll begin. By seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst? Despair? Who brought it here? Venatori. The Venatori. Of course. This way, please.
What did you just do?
The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Honestly, I've no idea how the other Watchers navigate the necropolis without it.
Shh. Think I hear someone.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that Hand of Glory burns down,
So don't duck!
We found those Venatori.
They have no place in these halls.
we fight as one.
Fantastic, Rook!
Artifacts?
Raw magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
Ah, I'll fill you in on them later.
Goodbye.
Well, down one more despair demon. That's the last of them.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're Venatori. This looks interesting.
A spirit labyrinth? I didn't know they'd learn to make miniature ones into Vinter.
What's this?
A vessel to store the magic the Venatori intended to siphon away from us.
Hello? Did the Venatori bring you here?
They said I'd spilled the wine too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
Oh, all right.
Those Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work. The Sunken Star can help us if we break the Venatori's chains.
Right.
Could we not do this from downstairs? Guess not.
There's one chain.
Excellent.
Got it.
Why do they need our limbs? Is that some new blood magic thing?
That one's ready.
Together for the Imperium!
Finish them down!
This cannot be.
Oh, nicely done, Rook.
Thanks. That one is satisfying. Sweet.
That's the last chain.
We must return to the lower level to ring the bell. Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
And any more Venatori.
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
Alright. Wish me luck, guys. Should have saved my ultimate. Can I grab that one?
There's the Venatori.
Should I grab it? Yeah.
Sure. How are we doing, Emmrich?
The bell is slowly awakening, but we must fight a little longer.
Venatori brought demons.
Typical.
Oh my god.
We're halfway there.
Rage demon, alright. Is that a rage demon? Ah! That is not a rage demon.
Emmrich, now what?
Now, the grand necropolis shows itself.
Worked. Those despair demons are just gone.
Pretty impressive.
Thank you, but come, let's ensure these cultists didn't leave anything dangerous behind. I'll ask our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
Alright.
And this is a severed hand.
They wanted limbs.
A hand of glory? The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from.
Alright, I'm pretty happy. Let's go.
Let me know when you'd like to return to the chambers above.
Yep.
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way?
I like him. He seems nice.
I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent oniric disruptions.
At the least. The implications of what Rook's witnessed are... Ah, thank you, Manfred.
No one ever brings me tea after a slog through a haunted crypt.
My assistant, Manfred. Always thoughtful.
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
The elven gods plan to tear it wide open to get to the blight. And they've already messed with it. Demons, tears in reality. Our team needs a Fade expert.
Many Watchers never depart Navarra. But with events so dire...
I'd be delighted to assist.
It has been many years since you left us.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics. I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
Only if your assistant's coming.
Manfred? But of course.
Welcome aboard.
Wonderful. I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
Oh, cute.
The grand necropolis was at peace again, and Emmrich was off to a new adventure. But in Navarra, nothing stays down for long. The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person. Emmrich's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.
Mysterious voice. Was that not Gillenane or there? Yeah. Don't know. Reminded me of
What the
Morgan's mother.
Venatori ultimately intended with their incursions into the necropolis worries me. Whether or not it was directed by the gods, the timing serves them well. Chaos, I fear, is their ally.
With this, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with, feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
Didn't take the gods long to attract support from all the worst people in Thedas.
They're offering power to anyone who wants it. The Venatori and Antom won't question what it will cost.
So how do we fight back then?
We don't have an army, but we do have allies, like the Veiljumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's personal for them.
The Shadow Dragons, particularly after we helped save their city.
A debt the Viper will repay soon.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Minrathous.
Could she have found some trace of the gods?
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard from Grey Wardens out in the Hossberg wetlands, Antoine and Evka. Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
Alright.
The First Warden hasn't been thrilled with how I'm carrying out my duties.
So you're a new one, huh?
If we go to the wetlands, I'm hoping the First Warden's safely over in Weishaupt.
Couldn't say. Still, you can't get in any more trouble with the Order than you already are.
Yeah. Any details on the Blight in the wetlands?
No. But you know how Antoine's normally got nice, neat handwriting?
Yes.
Could barely read his note. He's either excited, scared, or both.
Gillenane has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the Blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking Blight than Wardens.
Morrigan and those Wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods. In their power and wrath, at least.
Lucanis, you're back.
I am.
Good to have you back. This is Professor Emmrich Volkarin, our Fade expert, and Tash, our Dragon Hunter. They joined while you were away.
Hey.
Charmed.
Right. Not everyone has met.
So, a Dragon Hunter. Treviso could have used you.
What's happening there?
It's just... people blame you for what happened to Treviso, Rook. But they did not have to make that choice, knowing what the gods are capable of. There was no recall. Still, it changes things. How could it not?
But you're back with us?
Yes, here to stay.
Good to have you back, whatever the circumstances. Everyone needs to be part of this. That's the only way we'll win.
After what they did to Treviso, I want these gods to fall. I don't see anyone else with a better chance than you. My blade's yours, until the end.
Great. Let's follow up on some leads.
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendale.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
Never easy, is it, kid?
What do you mean?
Making the big choices, then living with the consequences.
I don't think it ever should be easy. As soon as it gets easy, you're not the right person to make those decisions. It needs to be hard. That's how you know you're taking it seriously.
And that's why I recruited you, Rook. You get that. Not everyone does. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the Warden's found. All this chatting is taking it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit. Good work, Rook. You'll find your way through this. I know it.
Ah, that was sad. Like, good sad. I love how everyone meets. I've never had that. Like, all the characters meeting. They don't really... They just start small talking. Usually in the other Dragon Age games. But now like, oh, we haven't met. We need to introduce ourselves. I like that. I like that it's not me going to everyone. Like, they also interact. I really like that. That's good. Yeah, fair enough. I made the emo boy even more emo. Alright, I got everyone. Yippee! She did a... Oh, can I go to the Grey Wardens? Yippee! That's nice. Alright. Alright! I will! God damn! I'll just choose that one. Alright, let's check out this guy's house. He's very much still the death guy. House, room, whatever. We all share a kitchen.
Edition of the Unnameable Elements?
Library.
I didn't even know it had editions.
Oh, it's much improved with the index. Please, borrow it if you'd like.
I'd love to. Oh, Rook, you probably wanted to say hi. Thanks, Professor.
You look moved in.
Just a few essentials. Manfred was a great help with the boxes. What a fascinating place this
I like him.
is. What do you make of it?
It's great. Big, mysterious, lots of art. Everyone's got their own room.
It'd be easy to fall in love with such a place.
I think Bellara has.
She's been quite welcoming. However, I noticed a few of the others taken aback by Manfred, and I overheard remarks about my skulls. My necromancy won't cause any undue worry, will it?
You're not a blood mage.
We'll be fighting weirder stuff than necromancy.
Ah, that's the hope.
I love him. He's so
Manfred and I
cute.
should finish our inventory.
He's so
Thank you
cute.
for stopping by.
Oh, it's a glove. His glove. It's just red. Looks like flesh in a way. Oh. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I would murder to have this. Don't tell anyone. Oh, like this circle thing. Oh my god. I like how they're all like, okay, I'll move in permanently into this place. I wish my room was as cool as everyone else's. Mine is so lame. I say as I walk into an aquarium. It's not my style. And I don't think it's my character's style. She could have like more elven stuff. I don't know. The things they put me in. What is this? Bro. Challenge. Try to find my character under all this armor. Ooh. That's nice. Yeah, I like that. Let's get a smaller shield. Yeah. I got a smaller Grey Warden shield, so that looks way better. I am angry. Oh, okay. Never mind. She's happy.
How do you know literally everyone? I don't know literally everyone. Almost. Every time we meet someone, you already know them. Morgan, the Crows, the Wardens, and the Chantry lady with the big hat. Not to mention the Dreadwolf himself. How is that everyone? You didn't even list 10 people. Feels like a lot of people.
I'll talk with the Shadow Dragons, if there's anything we can do for Treviso.
I feel so bad.
It's weird living somewhere where all the silverware matches.
Rook, not now. Please.
Yeah. I mean, I get, like, they can kind of blame me for like disrupting the ritual, but that wasn't all me. Like, how am I to blame for everything? Just because I was helping? Like, how am I that powerful at level freaking 5 that I am the game changer?
It looks like our boy Hassan is feeling his oats. Or whatever griffins feel.
He's getting the hang of it. When he listens.
He seems to be able to handle himself so far.
You got lucky the Gloomhowler didn't tear you to pieces, boy. You wait for my command. We attack together. Then we can kill stuff like that.
Well, at least he's learning.
The instincts kick in. Griffins see darkspawn and it's a fight to the death. Like wolves hunting deer. Just need to corral it.
Sounds like the perfect soldier. And even flies.
Aerial cavalry. A full-grown griffin is a force of nature. Every muscle in him, every talon, every feather, honed into a killing machine. Hassan's ancestors took on archdemons.
Like his name says, he's an arrow.
Half lion, half eagle, with the instincts of both, griffins will always be hunters.
Just like his daddy Davrin.
I suppose we are our nature.
Not sure about that?
Most of my life I've hunted the darker things in the world. But caring for a griffin? What do I know about that? Yet here I am.
That's not so bad, is it?
Not the path I expected. Makes me wonder about Hassan, his brothers and sisters, still young, pure.
You're worried?
I'm responsible for the future of every griffin alive. I want it to be a good one. These animals live to fight, but I wonder if there's another path for them.
I'd like to think everyone can find a new path. Even griffins.
Just wish I knew what it was.
Doesn't every good parent?
Parents. A scary word. I'm supposed to be his bodyguard.
What do you think you've been doing this whole time?
Trying to ignore it. If I get myself killed by a Herlock, that's on me. If it's Hassan, I just don't want to mess it up.
I think that's where trust comes in. That Turlum idea you keep talking about? Trust Hassan to find his way. Don't force things.
He's headstrong.
Good thing you are too.
Right. Thanks for the chat.
Yeah. Hassan is very cute. Record.
By the way, Rook, before I left, Myrna and Vorgoth asked if we could assist with an outbreak of hauntings across Thedas. They also mentioned displaced wisps in the necropolis. I'm not sure what's frightened them, but it bears investigation.
Hauntings and scared wisps? Let's look into it.
Thank you. We'll depart for the necropolis whenever you're ready.
Cool. Okay. Okay. Let's do one more quest before we end the episode. What quest will that be? I'll do the meeting of Khan Antoine, because they're Grey Wardens. I didn't even know I was such a Grey Warden stan before I play this game. Every time there's mention, I'm like, Grey Warden? Play the clip. Yeah.
Ooh, a combating Grey Warden! A combating Grey Warden! A combating Grey Warden!
Rook, welcome to the Hosberg wetlands. I'd say make yourself comfortable.
I could sense blight before we were through the alluvion. What's happening?
That's the question, isn't it? Oh, one of them.
The blight's always a problem in the Anderfels. It's not strange to find a corrupted patch of forest or swamp.
What is strange is the sudden surge of blight through the Hosberg wetlands. Much like the village you found, the blight here struck too quickly, and in strange forms.
It's choked the whole area, and the local village, Lavendel, was caught in it. But they're survivors. We can be grateful for that.
Okay.
How many people are here? We need to help them.
Of course. FK and I are doing what we can.
So you keep your eye on the big picture for now.
As far as we can tell, the gods you're chasing weren't here directly.
If the blight's really changed, then the changes are widespread. As for how much?
I can almost sense something in there. Another sound under the blight's usual song.
Sensing the blight is one thing. What you're saying is concerning.
When we met, you tried to block the sound out. Now you hear too much.
If it helps, that's what we're here for.
Should I be worried?
About me? No. About the blight? Yes. But you already are.
We heard rumors of the surge here and volunteered to investigate. The first warden expects a report soon.
If we want proof the blight's changed, then this place is where to find it.
But the way the blight left the village, we've had our hands full just keeping it back and helping the sick.
You need more to study.
Yes. The odd growths the blight has formed, like boils, they surround Lavendel. I need more samples.
So you two are studying the blight.
We already had a reputation for following the weird stuff.
And it's only gotten weirder.
To help, we need to know what we're dealing with.
Leave it to me.
Ah, merci. I knew we could count on you.
Just be careful out there. Even for a warden, it's not pretty.
Things looked bad before we saved that village up north.
You saved that village by collapsing a building. The first warden was furious at us.
But we did the right thing. It might go better this time.
I'll get back as soon as I can.
Okay. Ah, this is the Grey Warden merchant.
Oh, hello.
No. Oh, gift. Yes. Yes, please. Yes, please. Grey Hold. Oh, we're not in Weissaut. Right? Alright, we're close to the Anderfells. Alright, cute. I really like the big world map.
Alright.
Now I look like a
Let's
warrior.
find those oil samples. Looks like there's caves on the far side of the village. We can start there.
Oh. I didn't want to take the stairs, actually. Hello.
You've been to the farmlands. There's a family, Voss. I'm close with them, with Ursa. They spoke of the Blight. The Blight, before all of this happened. They knew. But if they knew,
They
why
sound
aren't they
Norwegian.
here?
If I find anything, I'll let you know.
Voss. That's so Norwegian. It's literally the water from the mountain and stuff. Jesus, okay. Am I tired? Probably.
Are you here to help Lavendel? I'm Bastion. There's more out there than Blight. You must be careful.
Of what?
I heard something from up at Gaspin Manor while I was escaping here. The place has been abandoned for years. They say the Lord had some cursed treasure. One day he just disappeared. Could the Blight awaken a curse? If it draws evil here, the treasure's up there somewhere. It should have been destroyed.
I wouldn't be surprised if damage from the Blight stirred something up.
Whether it's a curse or a darkspawn nest, Lavendel's better off without it.
Something strange at this Gaspin Manor. People in Lavendel believe it's cursed. That's our Blight boil. Got a sample. I'm guessing they'll need more than one.
Knowing how Antoine experiments. Yes.
Got the sample.
Mierda.
I've been turning off my mic every time I cough, and then apparently my mic, I didn't turn it on again, so sorry about that. But I did say it's very strange how I bring these non-Grey Wardens with me, because the situation has to be so dangerous. Like, it's so easy to get infected, I would imagine, right? If you get a little bit of darkspawn blood in you.
I've never seen a surge like this.
Because imagine how much blood you can get in your face. They're not wearing masks. Okay, this is big bad boss. Right. Yeah, that didn't do much. try to run. Yeah.
Check out the ballista. Could be useful.
Rook, for an excuse to fire that thing.
Yes.
I think it sensed us attacking the boils. It's not happy.
We need to stop it.
Just say when.
That was satisfying after the huge other fight I had. I actually got to kill something.
And another sample.
I think we've got enough.
Yeah. Let's get back to Evka and Antoine.
Okay. This will be the last I do before we end the video.
Antoine? Antoine!
Yes? Yes, the blight samples. They're like nothing we've seen, or anything in the Warden records. And Rook? I believed you, but to hear it? I almost hear voices in it. The gods calling the blight.
We knew things were bad. But if the blight's being called, the situation's more unpredictable than we thought. We need to...
I give you two reign, and this is where it leads. Chasing Rook's lies.
First Warden,
You were told to stay away. Or does your allegiance to us no longer matter?
Of course it does. Fighting the blight matters. That's why I'm here.
You're here for your ego, not for us.
Rook knew something was wrong.
I can hear it in the samples. The gods. She's telling the truth. The blight has changed. And that changes everything.
It changes nothing. Your sensitivity to blight is useful, Warden Antoine. But you've had more than one snake in your ear.
I took the same vows as you. We're on the same side.
You're on thin ice. You tampered with a ritual that unleashed blight. You did not know what you were doing then, and you don't now.
If gods control the blight, we need to change how we approach it.
Archdemons control blight, and we'd sense if one had risen. We'd make the sacrifices needed to fight it.
But we...
The blight has increased. Now is not the time to lose focus. Wardens Evka and Antoine, are you sworn to combat the blight?
Yes, but...
Then report back to Weishaupt and do so.
That went poorly, even for a talk with him.
I'm a warden. I know what I'm doing. Why won't he listen?
You're a good warden. And don't catch yourself thinking otherwise.
Maybe. But I need the Order's help.
There's you, Davrin, me, and Antoine. We make it work with the four of us. You and Davrin work with your new friends. Antoine and I will track Darkspawn and the Blight.
In so-called peace, vigilance. If we learn the gods' plans, you will too.
In Death Sacrifice? He forgot the other part.
The elven god of monsters had been hard at work. She'd taken the Darkspawn and made them so much worse. Now, she and Elgar'nan had their glorious new army. The risen gods were ready. And they had just the target.
What does all that mean? Damn. Alright.
He finally agrees to meet for a report, then he all but calls you a liar.
I think you were included in that.
Thanks.
Alright. We'll pick up from there next time. Had the brow.